Good morning, everybody. Chad, the Crappie Kid Kaiser, here with you this morning, and we are off on an adventure. We're looking for some schlabs. All right, best wiggly giggly out of here, and let's get to work. You're just joining me? We're using slip cork with a number 7 split shot, number 4 um, hook, true turn. And what we're going to do is we're going to toss on these points. And hey, good morning. Good morning, Matthew. So what we're going to do is we're going to poke on these points for some fish. We're going to try to locate them with some live bait. And then when we do, we're going to put the hammer down on them. Hey, Stilia, what's up, bruh? Good morning, everybody. All right, so let's get them. Let's get them. I hope my audio. Let me know if my audio is coming in really good because I'll be on the front of the boat. Let me see where. There, I'll be on the front of the boat. Listen, thank you, Stilia. Double click that button. Give me a thumb. If you love fishing, if you like the content, leave a comment, share with your friends and family. I got my 10-foot crappie hunter, and I got live bait on the other end. I got crappie minnows, and what I'm doing is I'm looking for crappie that are hanging on some structure right by like 12, 13 foot of water. It's damn close to the fall. What they're doing is they're fattening up and they're getting on position and they're waiting for bait to come through. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna throw up here and see if we can't find us a slab or two. It's a beautiful morning, cool out, nice and calm. Hoping there's some crappies that want to come out and play this morning. I'm hoping so. I mean, I really do plan on them having a big feeding session. You know, they're in here trying to get fat right now because they know the fall's coming. So I mean, every fish knows, but we're trying to locate the hungry ones. We're gonna keep searching these points where the cypress. Now the water's dropped about 8.5 feet since you guys last seen me fishing in here or watched one of my videos. The water has completely dropped. I mean, it's so low. I think this will probably be the last time I can get my boat anywhere near a fishing hole for a minute because it has been getting low. We need some water. Need some rain. Need some serious rain. But other than that, it's been going good. Been working. Now the layoff is the fall's here. Nobody wants their grass cut anymore and stuff. Oh, we got some activity here. Come on. Let's go. Oh, there we go. Take him. He is ready to go. He's swimming around. Someone's stalking him. Just waiting for him to go down. Come on, buddy. Well, he's swimming around pretty good. Oh, there we go. I think this place is full of gizzard shad because I've been running into schools of gizzard shad, and when they are running around, man, they ruin the bite. we're still searching, actively searching for crappie. We're using live bait. I'm down about 4 foot. I got a slip bobber, and I got my live mini. My mini, he's flashing around. He's come eat me, come eat me. Look, and so when I toss up to the structure, I'm just gonna let it sit there for a little bit. I'm gonna let it surprise them. Hopefully they see it, and when that cork goes down and I get the return and find out if it's a crappie or not, well, that's my location. This is my live scope in my fish finder. You gotta put a little homework in. But right now, what they should be doing is they should be coming up into the creeks, chasing bait. They should be chasing their fall food. Should be chasing fall food, getting ready. Somebody's playing with that thing. Come on, eat him up. Eat his butt. Chew him up. Mmm. Don't just nibble on him. And then what I do is I work my way around. I'll slowly go around and I'll work my way around. And I'm going to be looking. I see an area that I like, I'm going to throw on it. There's a lot of new territory for the fish to seek cover, and new, everything's new. When the water's going down, the whole entire habitat changes because the stuff that they used to be hovering on up above, now they've got it, they're below it. And now they're down there at the bottom, and they're hanging out, and they're like, what the heck's going on, man? Everything's changing. All right, let's see what we got going on. Oh, okay, good, good, good. Thank you. Thank you for joining me. I am. Good morning, catfish and crappie. Hey, Mark. Um, we are in Wewa, Hitchika, Florida. I am in the West Arm. It's called the West Arm. It's a creek. It's connected to it. And what I'm doing is I am by the lake where the water goes out, and I am going back upstream. I got out by the mouth, and I just turned upstream and started heading up in the direction that the fish are heading in. The fish are feeding because there's gizzard shad everywhere this morning. I mean, gizzard shad everywhere. And I'm coming in here, and the loss of water, it's 8.5 feet. It went down 8.5 feet. I mean, where I'm standing, I was looking, I was boat level with it, where the tops of the stumps and stuff are. So that much water's dropped out of here. So the fish have come all out of the bushes, and there's brim picking on the crappie, crappie picking on the brim, bass picking on the crappie and the brim. You got gar running wild everywhere. You got blackfish running wild everywhere. You got gizzard shadder up in here all over the place, and the big game fish are chasing those. So it's a really active morning, and like if you get gizzard shad on a crappie hole, they just keep hovering. They eat all the little bait fish and stuff, and what they are is they're basically a nuisance to crappie. They just shut them down, keep them from eating because there's just so many of them. There's a big, large school of them. It's just big, giant minnows. Big, big, giant minnows. They make great catfish bait too. Great catfish bait. Oh my gosh, do they make great? You chop one of those up, man, and you got instant bluefish, blue cat. All right. So now we're randomly selecting and looking for, oh, there we go. There we go. There's some activity. There we go. Bang him. Take him down. Take him down. Come on. I see you playing with him already. Let's go. Let's go. Now I do have my lure, and I'll break that out. If I'm getting activity, I'm going to toss up here in a second. All right, so I'm gonna reach down. I'm gonna grab my jig really quick. I'm gonna always have it. I got another 9-foot crappie hunter ready to go. And I'll start jigging. Maybe they'll go for the jig. Using Wewa booger this morning. I'm after them. You got to be in here somewhere. Okay, come on, guys. Where you at? Starting to make me worry now. I ain't worried that sometimes they're in a spot, sometimes they're not. Just all depends. Now there's another method to my madness, and I'll show you guys. This is a great way of, if you got a cork and you got your live bait going, and you keep wanting to look for your fish and find them. So you're like, man, I keep throwing this cork all up on the shoreline. I'm not finding them. They're here, they're there, they're not. I'm not finding them. Just not finding them. So you need to go to another tactic. Shannon, good morning. Hey James, how you doing? Good morning. All right. So, John, hey, what's up, buddy? All right. So, guys, I'm going to show you my tactic that I use. I use it quite a bit. When the fish, I'm not finding them on the shoreline, and I'm not finding them. And this is fall, going into the fall. Brim busters. And I'm going to show you why brim busters. All right. So, each one of my brim busters is set for 8 foot deep. I got a little 1/2 ounce weight on these. Okay. And what I do is they're straight line. There ain't no bobber, no cork, just straight 8 foot. What I'm gonna do is why I'm trolling along. And this is a really good way to find crappie too. I'm gonna troll along, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drop these minnows over the side of the boat off the back on my spider rig, and we're gonna get them. Watch. So here it is. Here's my little setup. A little 1/2 ounce. I got a little swivel on here, and then I got my minnow, my number 4 true turn, and like I said, the line's set at 8 foot. So I just drop it out there, put it on the pole holder. Voila, one line down, one line to go. Get the next one, just like dropping catfish lines. Now you can make them longer. You can adjust your depth if you want to, but this is my little secret way of sneaking around on the shoreline and finding crappie. it's an easier, faster way. Anyways, you can do this out of a kayak too, Shannon. I've done this out of a kayak quite a bit. It really works. With brim busters, it does too. Um, just get brim busters that are 10 foot. Um, because, well, you can get 12 footers. I mean, you can get 12 footers, 17 footers, but I really prefer a 10 footer. Because really, the crappie ain't going to be no farther down than 10 foot. So, like I said, that's 8 foot right there. I just got them at 8 foot. And I'm going to put this one over the side of the boat. And what we'll do is we'll secretly troll around with those rod holders. Nope. I gotta adjust this one right here. Yeah, there we go. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna troll around with these. All right, so we're trolling around with these right now. I'm gonna show you guys exactly how it's set up. We're gonna turn the camera around really quick here, okay? Okay, so there's my rod holder. I got 4 rod holder. All right, and there's a brim buster, and it's right there. And then I got another one right here. Now, Shannon, in your case, you'd want to put it up front. So you're looking at them. So all you got to do is bend over and just pick up your line. You can do this with your brim too, Shannon. You get in that little 4 foot of water, all you got to do is just drag your little wormies at about 3.5 feet. Man, it worked. Shell cracker, brim will tear you up. So what you're doing is you're just watching your tips of your poles, and they're gonna start bouncing when you run over those fish. You're gonna beep 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 beep, and they're gonna beep 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 beep, beep, and that's gonna give away the fish and where they're at. So we're just gonna pull them around, and then while we're pulling those around, we're gonna use the jig. We're gonna cast up on shore. We're gonna try to pull any fish that are up on the shore off. So now let's get to work. Let's get to work because we're gonna slow fish, and we got 2 lines in the water, which is good. Gives us 2 line advantage. Live bait. Like I said, live bait's king. I do use live bait. I ain't gonna sit here and say that I don't use live bait. But this is a technique I use when I'm in here in the West Arm. And you can use this in any lake, any creek, any river. You use the same technique. Just go slow. Go slow, go moderately. Just pace yourself along. See, there's fish jumping all over right now. So when you stop and you're floating and you're moving floating, you're giving that bait just that little subtle pull through. It looks like a little school of minnows coming through, and maybe a crappie will come up and go bang bang and hit it, or they'll just pass on over top of them and they'll see them, but they won't hit them because they're not hungry. But we always seem to find the hungry ones, and it's a good way of picking up other fish too. I've picked up catfish this way a couple of times. And my sister Melissa last weekend, she lost a beautiful catfish doing this same technique with live bait because catfish love minnows too. They smell a wounded little fish on a hook, they're going to eat it too. They're hungry, they got to eat, they fatten up for the winter as well. So this is another good way. You could do this anchored down too, sitting still. Um, for catfish, you drop your line straight down in a slow moving creek and you anchor yourself off on a point and you drop your food down and voila. And you can do it on brim busters. I wouldn't recommend using a light line. I'm using me personally, I use 8 pound when I'm doing this. And there's a lot of times that I do hook a big fish and I lose them on the brim buster. They break the line and it's just a reset. But there's fish jumping all over. And what we're going to do is we're going to follow the original channel of the creek, and we're going to just stay off on that edge where it starts to decline from the shore and decline, and that's right where our crappie should be. It should be somewhere in between. I would say right now, with the water the way it is, the deepest hole will probably be about 15 feet. They're probably going to be in about 12 foot to 10 foot of water right now, and they're gonna be hovering on their brush piles, but they're gonna be fattening up on that on those little fish that are coming in here to stay in the warm water. They're also gonna come up in here and feed because we just got a rain. So there's fresh water on the surface. There's new development of zooplankton and bacteria and beneficial bacteria and all kinds of stuff. I've been learning so much. I've been listening to my wife at home talk about fish keeping, and it's just one thing after another. I'm sorry if I'm not down looking at my thing right now. Actually, I'll sneak a peek right now. So we got Shannon says, "Heck yeah, that makes excellent sense. That's solid plan of action." Yeah, yeah. There's real life 423. Good morning, sir. Happy morning, Mr. Key. Shannon says, "And how have you been?" Shannon asks. Um, But yeah, I mean, Shannon, you can do that. You can even do it with your rod and reels, and you can just troll along. And really, I don't see no reason why you can't do it with four lines. I don't know what Tennessee's rules are about crappie fishing and how many lines you can have in the water on your boat. But if you can put two lines in the water and cast, Shannon, man, you'd be killing them in your little kayak. I did it with four, Shannon. It was really hard for me to keep up with because you're moving so slow. And when you do hit a school of crappie, your poles are just they go crazy, they go nuts, and you're trying to reach for every one. Basically, what you want to do is you want to try to be able to handle two poles. And if you see one going off and the other one going off at the same time, mentally up here in your head, it's all about catching a fish, not catching both. I mean, you want to catch both, but set your mind on that's the pole I'm going to grab, reach for it, ease back on the rod, get your fish in the boat. If the other fish is still there rocking that pole, then you go to him. Don't try to get this one and then pick up the other pole and get that one. Don't try to be a show off. The thing about it is you're trying to put dinner in the boat. So what you want to do is just pick the one you see the one that's bending over the most if you got to, oh, that's the big one. And pick that one up and just mentally keep in your mind. It's fish in the boat. I'm trying to put dinner in my boat. I want to eat some crappie tonight. I ain't missing out on no crappie because you can miss that one over here. And at the same time, you go jerking over here and you miss that one. You didn't apply enough pressure on this one and you lose that one too. And then you're like, and then that's two losses and not one. Better to have one than two. I've had all my poles going off at one time and didn't know what to do. Didn't know what to do. I did not know what to do. And I just started pulling on poles, man. And I got them as quick as I could, fast as I could. And that was it. All right. So we're going to cast the old Wewa booger around and see if we can't find some schnibbles hiding up here on the shoreline. So there's a bunch of cypress stumps and stuff right here. Boy, fish are active like crazy today. Should be a good day. We got two lines in the water. We're dragging two live bait minnows for the crappies. I've got 5 new kittens at home now. I got 5 orphan kittens at my house. Feral cat, or the mom, she's a sweetheart. They're good cats. I don't want to see anything happen to them, so we've been caring for them and feeding them and making sure they get fed. And it's been fun. They're fun. They're cute as buttons too. I mean, cute as a button. Check our poles really quick. Don't see one go. Well, I'll hear them. They'll rattle on that thing. The fish hits them, they'll rattle. I mean, they will rattle. They'll make a bunch of racket. Man, the fish are everywhere today. It's a beautiful day. No wind. A lot of bait is in here today too. Like our poles. We're doing good. Casting forward, looking for fish. We're looking back, looking for fish. We've covered 100 yards already. Just like a fish finder. Live scope, the real way. We're live scoping it. What do I got? Oh, I got me a stick bat. I got me a limb brim. Ooh, it's a, oh, there he goes. He fell apart. Old limb brim. Good old limb brim. One of these poles is going to go off. I know it. It'll be soon. Crappie are hungry. No, they are. We just started. I feel that pulling the lines is better than um, casting a cork and waiting to see if they're going to hit it or not. Because once you pass over a school of crappie, man, I mean, they're on. If they're hungry, I'm looking for hungry ones. So hungry ones are going to be out roaming around scouting for food. They ain't going to sit still for very long. Unless they got food that's in abundance where they're at, and then they'll stay put. But we're searching for the crappies. Come on, you guys. Don't be camera shy today. We got lots of places to check, so we won't waste too much time doing a bunch of nonsense today. We're checking the fall stomping grounds of the crappies, and so far this year they've been doing they're returning to their fall patterns, to their fall stomping grounds, which is great. I need them to. Heck yeah. Like I said, the water's dropped about, I'd say 8 feet in total, 8 foot. I mean, we're way, way down. Way, way, way down. Some places on the river you can't even get your boat into. This is probably going to be the last time I can get this boat in here, because if this thing drops another foot and a half, I'm doomed for getting in here. I have to bring the kayak in here. But I've been in here when it's been really, really low, and the fishing's good. It's just we need some water, everybody. We need water. Need some water from Tennessee and Kentucky. We need some water from Georgia and South North Carolina. You guys need to give us some rain. Need some water, man. Need some water. We're getting a little dry down here. They got a burn ban on for us too. We can't burn nothing. We're so dry. Even after the rain we got all day yesterday, still can't burn nothing. Come on, fish. Let's go. we go. I was almost in trouble. I could see this tree. I almost ran it over with my lines, and then I'd be all snagged up, mad. And, no, not today. Not today. So like I said, we're still dragging lines. We're gonna drag up to this tree, and then we're gonna go to another spot. We're gonna just keep on keeping. All right, so you find a spot where you're dragging or you're fishing, and it was an area that you wanted to cover to see if the fish were in there. Now you know your fish ain't there. So now one thing that you need to keep in mind is try to divide your fishing area into four quarters. You got your upper part, your lower, your middle parts, and then you got your lower part. And usually your lower part will be the mouth or leading to a dam or so the lower part of your lake or your stream, so your mouth and stuff like that, and then your higher part will be farther up. So what I did this morning is I started on my lower half of my creek and I started working my way up the channel with the bait and with all the other fish, hopefully. And maybe I'm not, I'm just not hitting a school of them. I mean, it is the luck of the draw. I mean, it's called fishing. It ain't called catching. Um, I'm not using live scope or I'm not using any fish finder or depth finder. Everything is off total memory of fishing this for the past 3 years. All my wisdom and and the fish that I'm fishing for, and basically a lot of my experience doing this. So the selection and color, baits, what techniques I'm using and stuff like that. So this is all gonna work for you. It's just what scenario do you usually, typically use this in? Well, fall time, you're gonna be dragging some lines, you're gonna be using that cork, you're gonna be using that jig. You can use everything in your arsenal to catch crappie right now. Um, a for sure way of getting them though is, pulling lines and dragging lines and pushing lines. And dragging and pushing lines is really easy. I mean, if you're a kayaker, I would recommend you just to go with brim busters. It'd be an easy way for a kayaker to um, enjoy a good fishing, and it's kind of like spider rigging if you can get four lines out. Now, if you're in a boat, pulling lines with 12-foot poles and 10-foot poles is perfect. And you got your, pulling them off the back, and you and your friend sit in a chair and you just troll along and pull some lines and see if you can find them. And when you start finding them, you can mark that on your fish finder or mark that in your memory. And what you do is you want to keep going for about 50 more yards. And if you don't hit another one, you turn around and you come back to that same spot and you run over it again. And if you see your lines going off, you know for a fact that, hey, that area right there, that's the sweet spot. And you can continuously run over that spot. Just make sure that when you do find a spot like that where you're running over them and you are picking them up, is just go past them a little ways, just keep on sailing by because sometimes the crappie will keep continually, will see your other bait and follow it. So, you got to keep yourself prepared and ready for the next time they hit. If they stay stationary in that area and they're waiting on that bait to come through, the plus side of it is you just went outside that area. You can reset your line, get ready to go, turn your boat around and go back in that same direction. You can quietly float right over top of them again. They're not real spooky about a boat going over top of them real slow and stuff like that. But what entices them is them seeing the minnows, and they love those minnows, boy. That's that yum yum. Boy, it's fun. So, this is the time of year to start trolling and spider rigging and finding those crappie going up into them channels and going into the sweet spots. On a lake, you're going to want to go find places where the water is dumping out of the lake and work in that area, where bait will go downstream or where the water's coming in. You want to be right there where the water's dumping in. Them bait fish like to hang up on those points right there on those mouths, and they like to hang right there in that warm water that's coming out because that moving water is a little warmer than standing still water. I know that kind of sounds funny, but we are looking for some snappy crappies. And we are not finding them on this channel. All right. Now what we do is we gently and utterly pull these things. And see, I already have them pulled out and ready to go. So I can set these right here like that. That one's ready to go. All I got to do is rebait it. Look at that. Another one. There's another one ready to go. All right. So we're going to move the boat. Let's see what everybody else read. Okay. Finding joy in journey. Hey, good morning. PMB catfishing. Paul, good morning, sir. Good morning. Good morning. Small water. There he is. Hey, buddy. What's going on? Good morning. Oh, you have a great morning, Shannon. Thank you for joining me. You guys, if you get a chance, check out Shannon. Um, Shenanigans Fishing. She's great. Check out Small Water Charters. He's got, boy, they be reeling in some bass down there. Oh, some beautiful bass, some hogs, man, some hogs, and some beautiful crappie in the wintertime. They're getting ready to start their season. Real Life 423. Check out his channel when you guys get a chance. He does some crappie fishing. He does all kinds of fishing. He's got a really good channel, all about community, family, and fishing. So if you guys get a chance, check out those three channels. They're great. I like them. I'm a big supporter of their channels. They got great content. They got different content than I do, and that's what it's all about. Everybody is not the same, but we're all different in different ways. We have different techniques and tactics, and well, that's why we have so many great fishing shows. Yeah, yeah. All right, guys. So let's move really quick here. Let's dial up the motor. Good old Mercury fires up every time. All right, so we're gonna move ourselves somewhere else. We're looking for fish. You guys will get to see everything. So little ducks, all kinds of birds in here now. I'll be doing an episode of me fishing on the lake, doing some trolling and some jigging and fishing. Show you how to attack some bridges on some of the creeks that lead into the lakes and stuff like that. We're gonna cover a lot more this year. Now that we got everything situated and planned out. So we're gonna go back to tossing the cork. And what we're going to do is we're going to get up here and we're going to actively search. There's a creek coming out right here. And we're going to search on these points and see if we can't find us any little slabs poking around. We're waiting for some bait, chase some bait up into the shallow water. Now, I know these little dudes I know they're out here. I know they're hungry too. I know it. I knew it. So here we are. We didn't have to go far, but I didn't want to have to eat up all my trolling motor. Small water, you're very welcome. Finding joy on this journey. Thank you very much for the support and throwing people my way. I greatly appreciate it. I don't know if Fishing with Joy on this journey has a channel, but I'll tell you what, guys, if he does, check out his channel and his content. All the people that I do have on here, Their content is really good. I like them. They're really good people. They're just, they want their 10 seconds or 5 minutes or 10 minutes of fame on here on YouTube. They don't ask for much but our support, and we should all support each other. So, even if you don't like them, you should support them. I mean, they're fishermen just like we are and you are. And to have, you ain't got to be buddy buddy and be kissy kissy with them, but have some respect. I mean, they are fishermen just like you, trying to do the same thing. You might not see eye to eye with them and their fishing and their views and stuff like that, but when it all said and done and over with, at the end of the day, guys, we're all fishermen, and I love watching and seeing guys succeed and catching these big beautiful fish and having a good time, and that's what it's all about. Holy smokes, the fish are jumping. Let's get to them. Let's find us some slabs, man. It's time. It's time. It is time. All right, let's look. Here, fish, fish, fish. Come on, fish. Let's do it. Come on, guys. I know somebody's got to be around here today. I mean, good Lord. I'm dangling filet mignon in front of you guys. Don't get better than this. You don't want to chew on the crappie kid plastic today. You want to chew on the real deal. There we go. There we go. Take him. I don't know if this weather's messed them up or not, guys. I figured this weather would be great for crappie fishing today, boy. I mean, great. Every other fish is jumping and biting. Right up by that log. Yeah, right up by that tree sticking out of the water. There we go. That's the spot. Big crappie, big crappie. Bam! Nope. Figured by now you already have it in his mouth. Golly, I figured I'd found one or two by now. Little ones creeping around. What, does everybody take the day off? Okay, I'm still at the same depth. I'm looking at it like, what the heck am I doing wrong? Am I doing something wrong? I don't think so. Give me a fish. Well, he's swimming for his life. Or something already. Wow, he was swimming for his life. Wow. Well, dude, get back over there. Produce us a fish. Come on, man. Can't believe something ate you yet. That's hard to believe. They usually will eat them real quick. Oh, that was a fish right there. What the heck? It's the liveliest minnow I've ever had in my life. And man, wow. I can't believe nothing's taken you yet. I'm more surprised right now than anything. I figured we'd hit a fish by now. I ain't lying. Wow, this is crazy. Figured we'd be reeling out a blackfish by now. Ugh. All right, well, what made a skinny cat? Trying to move. What do we got? Hey, Saving Grace. Good morning. Trudge. Good morning. Good morning, guys. Hey, we're moving real quick. We got to move. Morning. All right, I'm gonna lower you guys down for a second. Woo. And we're gonna go speeding on to the next spot here. Hold on, everybody. Try to have respect for everybody on the water. I don't want to wash nobody out. I don't like it. Sure, no other people do. Cajun moose, baby. The old Cajun moose. Old Cajun moose, man. Thoroughbred fisher. Bum, 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 bum. There's a spot here I'm going to try. All right. Sorry about that, guys. He says, I'll be listening. Yeah, Trudge, glad to. Saving Grace says, heck, Trudge, glad to hear you get the kids on some of them fish. All right. Trudge, have a fantastic time with the grandkids. Oh, Trudgy's got the grandbabies today. All right. So we're going to throw on these dudes and see if they're around. If not, we're going to go to Crappie Kid Island. And if not, well, we're running out of places to go. Go to the bridge. All right, let's try this place, see what happens. Wow, this is shallow as heck right now. Holy cow. Wow. This is shallow. You can see the tree that I was fishing. Nope. to the island. Nice thing is I can keep walking with the boat for a little bit, give it a little bit more soak time. Nope, they're not here. It's getting shallow in here, guys. It's going to be crunch time here in a minute. And what happens is here, what happens is they seek the deeper holes, but not like everybody thinks they do. Like not 20 foot of water. They stay in like 12 to 15 feet of water. That's their favorite around here. Let's move over to the island. There might be some fish over there. They might be heading upstream, not down. We just need to take ourselves there. So now I'm halving up my creek, and I got certain points. Now when I fish these certain spots, if the fish are there, I know where to go from there. If I go backward or forward, if I go to the lower half of my fishing grounds or I go to the higher half. And right now, so far as it stands, from fishing my lower half, I don't want to be fishing in the lower half. I think I want to be fishing upstream instead of downstream. And, that's just a chance I take when I do this. It's either I guess right or I guess wrong on their behavior and what they're doing. But usually throughout the day, halfway in between my route, I pretty much know what I need to do. Now, this morning, when I was coming through here, a deer swam across to the other side and almost didn't make it. And I had to help it get to the other side. I had to grab it by its neck and hang on to its fur to keep it afloat. And I was worried a gator was going to show up because I'm holding on to a damn deer. And I got her over here to the shore to my left, to your guys' left. And man, she made it there. And I can't believe it, man. But I don't know how she's going to she's over here on this side and there ain't nothing for her to be. And I feel bad. I wish I could have steered her back that way towards the woods, but she's over here on this side now. And hopefully she's all right. But boy, I didn't think she was going to make it. Her tongue was hanging out. I felt bad. She was barely kicking anymore. I felt so bad. But when her feet hit the ground, she came out of that water, man. Woo! She came flying out of the water. Splashed me, got me all wet. I said, that's how you start a fishing trip first thing in the morning, man. Save a deer. I didn't even have my camera gear out or nothing. But I saved her. She's in the woods. She made it. I'm happy she made it. Makes me feel good to know. Well, dude, you're either going to turn one way or the other. I'm heading straight in that way, sir. I'm heading that way right there. Straight ahead of me. I just didn't want us to get into You got the whole family with you today. I see you got all the kids. Even the big one on the front of the boat. Oh yeah, it's been yeah, I'm on YouTube Live right now, so yeah, yes, ma'am. I'm live. Everybody's seeing you go by. Huh? Yes, ma'am. I love seeing other people. Wow, this water is low around the island. Boy, man, you can see stuff. He said that's the first crappie I've seen. So if they're here, he's seeing them on a live scope. I think it's funny. Them guys use that live scope and they don't stop. Well, we're gonna pull Mr. Crapo. I was all the way up there on that branch. looking at it with my eyes, that's how much water we've lost in here. Holy cow. I mean, we've lost some serious water. All right, let's tie up and see what happens here. Let's see what happens. Wow. All right, so we go boop, 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 old school through the figure eight. Oh, go back over through the figure eight, pull tight, and voila, we are in place. Guys, this cypress right here, I was tying the front of the boat to that branch. So that's how much water I've lost, like all the way down. It's nuts. It's a lot of water. That's a lot of water. Okay. Water is low here. Good luck. Have a birthday party to attend to now. Hope you catch some beauties. I appreciate that. You enjoy your journey today, sir. And good luck with your birthday party. We are going to continue on in your stead and try to get us some crappies. And let's see if we can't find us one or two here. You got to be somewhere in here. Holy cow, there's stuff I'm seeing for the very first time. And there we go. Thank you. So we're fishing Crappie Kid Island now. See if we can't find us any crappies. Ah, well, we found a snag. Ah, and there it is. First loss of the day. Fishing for a bobber. Fishing for a cork. My bobber. My favorite bobber. It comes unraveled as soon as I get to it. Come on. Come on. What the hell is keeping me from getting? Can't believe I'm doing this. Ridiculous. Dang. Just to get my cork back. It's cork. Reaching your butt over a boat can be very, very dangerous. Like that. Come on, man. Let's go. Starting to hate my favorite cork. That took long enough. All of 15, 20 minutes of fishing. Come on, let's go. All right. Got that back. Put a hook and a sinker on this, and hopefully we'll be done. The hiccups. All comes with fishing. The hiccups. Three. Okay. Today might not be my day. I might not get no fish. Well, we know that barb works. Till you get your line straightened out on these poles, they tangle, guys, and you're just gonna have to learn how to bear with it, because that's exactly what happens. They tangle. Woo! Come here, Mr. Minnow. You're a good one. I heard you're gonna go get me a fish. You're such a sweetheart. Why? All right, we're gonna fling him out there. Damn. And then we're gonna pull out on jigging rod. Pull out the Jimmy Houston 12-foot jigging rod and we'll see if we can't find us any fish while we watch the cork. There's another fish jumping. Set it for a little shallower here. Ugh. There we go. Gotta watch them tangles, boy. Them tangles are nasty. Oh, come on. This is just turning out to be a bad day right now. Real bad day. Oh, that's not a bad day. Oh, shoot. Oh, I just missed one. Dang. He had a hold of that thing, boy. Oh, he's still alive, too. I yanked it right out of his mouth. Whatever it was. We're going to get him this time. Hopefully, they're right there. He took that. It was gone. I looked over, my bobber was gone. Huh. Fishing up our bait. I don't know, guys. I think it's going to be End of an episode, but a tool for looking for crappie. Because I don't think they're. I think there's just too much going on, or I don't know. It's hard to explain. There we go. Oh, he sunk that. Damn. He sunk that. All right, I spoke too soon. There's something out there. He just hit that. We're going to put that back out there. Hopefully, this is good news. Maybe they're out in the channel. I just been fishing for them wrong. Well, I haven't been fishing for them wrong, but damn, they're right there. There it goes. Went sideways. The cork. Wait for it to drop. Come on. Dang it, I think it's those damn gizzard shad. I think this creek is just full of gizzard shad right now. I'm butt out of. I really do. I think it's a bunch of gizzard shad screwing me up. How long we've been at this for? An hour and 19 minutes. Well, guys, I'm gonna have to wrap this up. And I want to let you know I greatly appreciate you stopping in, giving me a thumbs up and a like. Stay tuned for some of my episodes. I gotta get them on today. I got a lot going on at the house, so just give me some time and I'll get those episodes. I do have some recorded, and you guys have a beautiful weekend. Stay safe on the water. Like, comment, share with your friends and family. Have a great weekend. God bless you and everybody in your family and everybody that surrounds you. Until next time, this is Chad the Crappie Kid Kaiser, and I'll see you all in the next episode.